Welcome guys back to 2K17 Universe Mode. This is JR Kaiser with you, and we are coming today with Thursday Night Smackdown because the game has Smackdown to be programmed on Thursdays. So this is our main event for today. We have John Cena going one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. So just to let you guys in on what's been going on SmackDown lately. Last week there was a fatal four-way match to prove who the number one contender for AJ Styles' WWE World Heavyweight Championship would be. It was John Cena versus Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt versus Jeff Hardy. In the main event, John Cena was the one who came out with the victory that day, and Bray Wyatt was the one who John Cena pinned to get that victory. So pretty much the whole entire week, Bray Wyatt has been a little bit salty about how that match ended, and John Cena's feeling really good right now. He's going into Extreme Rules in 2 weeks from Sunday in an Extreme Rules match against the phenomenal AJ Styles. But John Cena needs to be careful though, because risking an injury tonight at the hands of Bray Wyatt could definitely cost him in 2 weeks. And that's the thing, we don't know if Bray Wyatt's going to be coming out with the Wyatt family or not. So John Cena's going to have a big challenge ahead of him today. So just to give you guys what's been going on the rest of the SmackDown card. The main matches, we have Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Women's Champion, in an exhibition match against Natalya, able to knock off Natalya and prove why she is the Women's Champion over here on the Blue Brand. And also, there was a pretty immense situation going on in the mid-card division for the Intercontinental Championship. Last week on SmackDown, The Miz and RVD, Rob Van Dam had a classic match on SmackDown Live, and The Miz came out with the victory. Miz was able to beat RVD, and it was a very long match. I would have to say a 20-minute match. The Miz defeating RVD after 3 skull-crushing finales. Rob Van Dam had a head injury heading into tonight's SmackDown. So the general manager of SmackDown pretty much said, look, this is what we're going to do. Dolph Ziggler doesn't have an opponent for Extreme Rules. So what we're going to do is we're going to have The Miz team up with a random mid-card star, and Rob Van Dam team up with a random mid-card star, and whoever wins that match will face off in a singles match against one another next week on SmackDown. The winner would face Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules. So it was Rob Van Dam teaming up with Baron Corbin, and The Miz was teaming up with Apollo Crews. Unfortunately for The Miz, he was not able to duplicate a victory this week, and Baron Corbin and RVD ended up getting the victory. So next week on SmackDown Live, it will be Rob Van Dam versus Baron Corbin. The winner of that match will face Dolph Ziggler in an Extreme Rules for the Intercontinental Championship. So now, since you guys are pretty much all caught up, Bray Wyatt has brought the family out with him tonight, so this may spell some bad news for John Cena in this match, because it's no longer going to be just a one-on-one match. It's going to be a one-on-one match, but with the Wyatt family in the corner of Bray Wyatt. So this is going to be a really difficult challenge to overcome for John Cena. So you could definitely see the confidence on Bray Wyatt's face. He is out for revenge tonight. John Cena was the man who pretty much took Bray Wyatt's opportunity at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship away from him. And here's an update on the Extreme Rules card. So far on SmackDown side, we have the Usos facing Beauty and the Man Beast for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and we're gonna find out who the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship will be next week. We also haven't had a number one contender name for Becky Lynch's Women's Championship, and hopefully we're gonna find that out in the later weeks. And for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, it's going to be John Cena versus AJ Styles, Extreme Rules. But also, added to the card after last week's gigantic main event, is going to be Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. Yep, I said that correctly. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy in an Extreme Rules match, because Randy Orton feels like Jeff Hardy cost him his spot at Extreme Rules against AJ Styles. It is all his fault. So Randy Orton wants to take out his frustration on Jeff Hardy one-on-one. Hopefully, we're probably going to get a word between those two next week on Smackdown Live. So going back into this match, we have Bray Wyatt right now taking the fight to John Cena. The Wyatt family is in the corner of Bray Wyatt right now. John Cena thrown to the outside by Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt is going to continue this beatdown that he feels Cena deserves. You see Rowan and Luke Harper just watching their leader pretty much pick apart the C Nation leader, John Cena. So on Raw's side of the card in Extreme Rules, which we're going to talk a little bit about on the Raw episode, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship in a triple threat match. Now, I mean, I know I haven't gotten a lot of feedback because I haven't been on YouTube for that long, but just hearing that definitely gets your pulse going right there. Owens, Rollins, and Reigns are all top contenders on the red brand, and I feel like it's going to be a war. So obviously we're going to get into more detail about that on the Raw episode of Universe Mode. I don't really want to take too much away from this match, but some big matches we have in store for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and then also on the Raw side, Ambrose versus Jericho. But alright, now we're really going to have to go back to the match. Bray Wyatt is getting the cover on Cena. Cena kicks out at 2. This has been one hell of a beatdown for John Cena. I mean, and I can't really blame John Cena for feeling a little bit nervous going into this match, because I mean he was expecting a one-on-one match against Bray Wyatt, which I mean nobody should, because if you've seen Bray Wyatt in the past, it's very rare that Bray Wyatt travels alone. But John Cena was coming into this match on SmackDown expecting a one-on-one contest between himself and Bray Wyatt, and now he has to deal with the Wyatt family on the outside. So there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of John Cena. I mean, not even to mention that in 2 weeks' time, he's going to have a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match against AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match. I mean, we haven't really heard too much from the phenomenal AJ Styles ever since the beginning of Universe Mode, but believe me, AJ Styles is paying very close attention to John Cena, especially after winning that Fatal 4-Way match last week on SmackDown. So the crowd trying to get John Cena back into this match as Bray Wyatt continues this beatdown on John Cena. Things are not really looking too good for John Cena. And oh my God, a gut-wrench suplex by Bray Wyatt. And a headbutt to follow that. Last week's Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match was very, very brutal. I mean, John Cena was busted open as well as Bray Wyatt. These two men got the worst of it. But John Cena was able to pick up the victory, because while Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton were brawling on the outside of the ring, Cena came out of nowhere and hit Bray Wyatt with the AA and just ended it for Bray Wyatt right there. So that's why we have this match right here. Bray Wyatt is now stomping a mud hole into John Cena. And we haven't really seen much involvement from Rowan and Harper, but you definitely have to take under consideration the pressure that they're putting on John Cena's shoulders right now. I mean, John Cena has a lot to worry about. He has momentum that he has to try to obtain going into the pay-per-view, and now Bray Wyatt, oh God. Bray Wyatt walking on his hands. We already know what that means. That means Sister Abigail is not that far away, and John Cena may be in trouble on Sister Abigail. Right onto John Cena. This may be it. The number 1 contender may not. Oh, wow. John Cena kicking out of that. I believe that was it. And I think Rowan and Harper believed it was it as well, as they walked ringside. I think they were getting ready to jump in the ring and celebrate with Bray Wyatt. But John Cena was able to kick out. And that right there is the reason why John Cena is the number 1 contender. Because in that Fatal 4-Way match, John Cena took a lot of punishment, and he was able to just kick out and keep going. And at the end of the day, he found his opportunity and was able to use the AA on Bray Wyatt. I mean, now John Cena playing some leapfrog with Bray Wyatt right there. As you saw before, he was jumping over Bray Wyatt's head a couple times. But now John Cena finally able to get some offense going in. He was having a hard time putting Bray Wyatt on the ground. but I don't know how good this is gonna go for John Cena right now because Rowan and Harper are literally standing right out there. Oh. John Cena now poised for the AA. He may nail it right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, Bray Wyatt able to counter that with the elbows to the side of the jaw. Yup, Bray Wyatt was not having that again. He felt the AA last week. He's not going to feel it again this week. And he, gut buster right there on John Cena. That's going to knock the wind right out of you. And Rowan and Harper just looking in absolute approval of the destruction of John Cena. Look at this. Bray Wyatt walking on his hands. Again, I think this is going to be Sister Abigail number 2. And that is it. Bray Wyatt driving John Cena right into the mat. That's the second Sister Abigail. And Bray Wyatt will be leaving SmackDown Live with a victory over the number 1 contender. Wow, Bray Wyatt just put John Cena to rest. This right here kind of surprised me as well. I mean, I was expecting John Cena to pull out the victory, but nonetheless, Bray Wyatt was just a little bit too much for John Cena. Well, I wonder what this is gonna show to AJ Styles. I mean, AJ Styles is probably getting ready for a really big challenge against John Cena, but he got taken out tonight by Bray Wyatt. So what is this gonna mean for John Cena? Well, only time could tell, because Bray Wyatt right now, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family standing tall tonight. As oh god, well, Bray Wyatt and his family celebrating. And that right there just shows you how dominant the Wyatts are. Look at that, Harper and Rowan and Bray Wyatt, just a really, really disturbing team. They just took out John Cena tonight, the main event on SmackDown. Well, guys, that's it right there for you all. Like, John Cena was not able to overcome the Wyatt family today. I wonder what the powers that be are going to have to say about this. But that right there is the episode of SmackDown for you guys. And next time we'll be coming to you with Monday Night Raw.